morning. Windshield looks like shit. I'm aware of it. We're going to the truck stop right now to get fuel. So we're about to pass through some of the least populated parts of the country today. And the one thing I do not want to do is to pass through the least populated parts of the country and hopefully make it to Las Vegas with the right amount of fuel. You know, or hope that the fuel that I have is going to get me all the way to Las Vegas. Pretty much. You know, go on. Better? Heck yeah. So, anyway, we are in Winnemucca. We spent the night last night at a place called the Model T Casino. I went in and had dinner. I wasn't too impressed with the place, but, you know, what are you going to do? And, you know, you're kind of where you are. Thank you for getting out of the way. And everything. But today I'm pretty sure where I'm going is some really tiny little back roads in Nevada. And I could go west to the 95, take the 95 south. I thought about doing that. I could go east all the way to the 93, take the 93 south. I thought about doing that. But I've just decided that the best route is to just go, is just take the shortest route today. And it puts you on roads that you've never been on before. That place looked good. The griddle, didn't it? Anyway, so that is today's plan. And if the transmission will behave itself, then it's probably user error. Just don't pay any attention to it. Just the transmission has problems. It really does. It's not like it's had problems since I got the truck, but you know, I didn't notice it until after it was under a load, and it's just like, okay, it gets me where I need to go. That's the important thing. And you know, the 3 years I spent working at the sod company kind of taught me that some things are important and some things are not. You know, and it gets me to where I need to go. It has done it for 350,000 miles at this point. So we're getting what we're supposed to get out of the transmission, but it's just annoying some days. So anyway, all right, fuel. After fuel, we will hit the road going west, east, and we're gonna take these little back roads and everything. I don't know. I think I'm gonna get about. I'm gonna do whatever my gut tells me to do. That's what we're gonna do. Anyway, catch you in a bit. Finger guns, yeah. which, in all honesty, I think is one of the prettiest damn towns I've ever seen. I don't know if there's another town in and around, in the United States, that hangs like this, off of a mountain the way that this does. But good night. You come down off of switchbacks down into this town. This is part of the Lincoln Highway, by the way. You come down off of switchbacks into this town, and then the town is just road just winds through town. I just love coming through here. So, speed limit's 25. They are serious about that. You just saw the sheriff back there. But yeah, it's great. I love it. If I want to monetize videos later, I can't play music in the videos. It's a little irritating. Alright, so, this is yesterday's video that you just watched. I am on the next night. So, I have to still make today's video, probably tomorrow. I'm running a little bit behind. I need to try to get caught up at some point. But, the video you just watched was basically through the it was through the middle of Nevada. So, we went down the 305 to the 50 through Austin, and then from there over to the 376, down 376 to the 95 at Tonopah, and then from Tonopah we went down to we came all the way down to Las Vegas and everything. So I'm not gonna tell you about today because that's for tomorrow. I will tell you if you get on the Instagrams at all, as far as I'm concerned, I posted a video of the dog, and I want to read you what I wrote because I thought honestly it was pretty good. But you can go to Instagram and see it on Instagram. Where's my Google Documents? They're there. Okay. Oh no, that's something else I'm working on. By the way, I got a question for you, okay? Real quick. I was on the phone with my uncle earlier, and we were talking about spirituality, and we were talking about how the different ways to get people interpret what's going on in their life, and it was a very deep conversation. We were talking about ancestors, the whole idea that your ancestors want to give you a message, and he was like, if my ancestors wanted to give me a message, they would have left me a letter. I was like, that's an interesting idea. So I've got a question for you. If you were going to write a letter to your ancestors, this is just for you. You don't have to share it with anybody. It's up to you to do this, okay? If you were going to write a letter to your ancestors, or not ancestor, but to your descendants, you are their ancestor, okay? What advice would you give them about life? And that's it. So this has to be a letter to a generation that you will never meet. Can't be grandkids, can't be great-grandkids. You have to assume that you will never know these people and they will never know you. So that's your task, if you want a task. I just thought it was an interesting little tidbit. And so I actually started working on a letter. At this point, no, I will not share it with you. I may one day. But Instagrams, I came up with this, what I thought was a very romantic way to look at the middle of Nevada. And if you've seen it on Instagram, then, disregard. You can skip ahead to this part. But it reads like this. It's got a video of Pepper. And it says, most truckers that travel the highways and byways of the U.S. have states they don't like. Me? I haven't found mine yet. But I tend to believe you can find beauty wherever you go if you really want to. And if you twisted my arm in just the right way, before being put to death for my unwavering loyalty to the Lone Star State, you'd find that most of my favorite places in America are in the West. It's rare that you'll be in a position to drive through Nevada off of US 93 or 95, but when you do, you're treated to some of the most pristine country to still exist within our nation. Out here on the back roads of the Silver State, where the mountain bluebird flits between the sagebrush looking for its next meal, it's hard not to imagine that the peaks and valleys around you are as untouched by man as any in the world. One wonders why anyone would desire to settle in country like this. But then you stop. Shut the engine off. Step out into the middle of the road and realize you're the only one for miles. And in that moment, you understand the draw. Before long, you're back on the road and on your way to your next delivery, but with a vow to return and see the stars someday. I thought that was pretty good. I was like, yeah, that's knocking it out of the park, isn't it? That's what I can do. I'm pretty proud of that. I'm pretty proud of that. I think it's good writing. I think that was really good, and that's what I can do when it comes to writing or whatever. Oh man, I really need to get back into it. But anyway, so that's kind of what's going on for today. No cigar, just a little Dr. Pepper at the end of the day. And yeah, that's it. So you guys know the drill. Oh, thanks for coming along today. I hope you guys enjoyed riding along today. I know the dog enjoyed it, and we're looking forward to having you tomorrow. So, you know the drill. Keep the shiny side up. We'll see you down the road.